From Rixie, this is All Staff. Welcome back to All Staff. We here again on a Sunday instead of a Friday usually. How you doing, guys?
Doing pretty good, man.
Doing well. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you guys
It's
too.
very snowy outside,
Yeah, it's very rainy down here.
and it's Sunday.
Oh, the snow just stopped.
It really did.
It was snowing like crazy.
Disclaimer: if my internet goes out, I think it's probably the winter weather.
Yeah. Hopefully mine doesn't either.
I'm sure you guys will be fine.
So yeah, I got a big old list of things that are small, minor subjects. But how about you guys? Anything pressing?
Let Tanner take it away to start.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to. We finally had our first Canvas video shoot yesterday. Philip, the famed intern of this show, he actually went out and shot video with Ed Coddington. So I was really, really excited to introduce the two of them. I don't think they've actually met. I don't know. They'll probably tell me and be like, "Oh yeah, I remember meeting him." But they got to spend like apparently a couple hours together and shoot a lot of skating videos and
That's cool.
Some ideas that they both have. They're like next door neighbors, which is the funniest part.
Oh, really?
They both live in Bealton now. So yeah, they were like, all right, yeah, let's meet at this spot. And they're both like, I live like a mile from there. I was like, perfect. You guys are going to get along.
Yeah.
So
That's
I think
good.
that's cool. There's a lot of good video elements that that Ed wanted to take advantage of in the town of Bealton. So I'm excited to see how it comes out.
Is he going to do it for Should Have Been Skating?
I don't really know. I think they got
I mean,
a bunch
that's
of
not a bad
footage and
one.
we're going to sift through. And I told them, hey,
Yeah.
let's get on a call, later this week and talk about, what you got and see if we can pick some 8-second video loops for some of these songs. Really excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's such a small amount of time. You just need a tiny bit of good footage.
It's true.
Tanner and I saw each other a couple days ago. I think it was Friday. And we went back and forth about whether or not we should use like the really high-end camera or not. And I think the conclusion we came to was, at least for this first run, let's see what he can do with his Canon. And then, down the road we can use the Red, but I think it's going to look great. He's got a good camera. And so I spoke to Phil on the phone Friday night after Tanner told me he was going to go out Saturday morning. And we just talked about that the aspect ratio is very different for Canvas. So essentially, for those who don't know, regular landscape HD video is lengthwise 1920 and height is 1080. That's where the 1080p comes from. And so Canvas videos are similar to Instagram story videos, which are 1080 length by 1920 height. So it actually is just flipped.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told him that because
Cool.
Whenever I've shot for story videos, you have to crop in a ton to get to fill that height. And so I was like, every time you take a shot, make sure you're a little bit further back than you think you need to be, because you're going to be cropping in a ton. And so it was a good conversation. And I think I just told him, like, have fun with it, don't overthink it. And at the end of the day, we only need 8 seconds. So, get what you can.
But it's good that you provided him that technical guidance so that he can get the right angle and make sure that, that's something he can take forward and use in other projects too.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
it's something you don't think about until you're in post-production.
It's minor. Yeah, it's minor, but it's important,
Yeah. So that was good. I know in the past where I've shot video and you don't think about what it's actually going to be cropped to, and then
Mhm.
you end up with shots that are like full close-ups, and it's like I can't use this. So
Yeah.
so I'm glad we figured that out. Did he talk to you at all afterwards, Tanner? Because I haven't spoken to him about it, and he actually just texted us.
Yeah, I mean, I texted the both of them. I was like, "Hey, how'd it go, guys?" And they seem to have had a good time. I'm gonna follow up with them this week and just see if we have anything that we can use immediately. Try to get Philip on another shoot, this weekend as well. Um, and hopefully, and I think this is where you can pull out the really nice camera that you have, and maybe we can collaborate on that when he's ready to start this music documentary about this area. I think that's when you pulling out your cinema camera would be really, really cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to help him out with that internship and send him to another artist who has some time to do some some canvas video.
Good. What do you got, Dan? What's going on?
Um,
I'm assuming that mic didn't get delivered yet.
no, it definitely did not. It's actually still in Maryland, but I'm just waiting on that mic.
Oh God.
And then I actually went and had a little short sit down with Mullet up at Obscura Social House, and he gave me a little couple little takes of what kind of stuff he wants to talk about, some of the stories that he has, and I feel like it's going to be very entertaining. So I'm very I'm very excited.
Can you give us a little
That's
taste?
awesome.
A little tiny taste?
Well, I don't want to ruin it. He's just such a personality that it's got to be captured. I can't ruin any of his bits or his stories that he has. But he does have many Florida man stories. So this is kind of an amalgamation of that podcast I suggested in like episode 1 or 2 of our show here, and
Yeah.
and his show. So I
That's
think it'll
awesome.
be good, and then it'll lend its hand for us to be able to pull in some of his friends that are cool dudes but did some crazy shit when they were younger too. So I mean honestly, I'm excited for that. So I'm kind of prepping for that. But we talked about the prospect of me taking my equipment up to Jacksonville and recording it in his social house, the coffee house that he works and everything too. So speaking of Obscura Social House in Riverside, Jacksonville, check it out. They got video games on each of their like little cubby holes where people sit. Booths. Yeah, there's a TV and video games, NES, Sega Genesis, all that good stuff.
That's awesome.
They also do coffees. They do Taco Tuesdays. Go check them out. They're good people down there.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Could be a sponsor. Not a
Potentially.
sponsor. Think about it, guys.
But not yet. Yeah. We're planting the seed.
Yeah. No, but it's a pretty cool place, and Mullet's a cool dude. And I'm really excited to work with him. And I mean, even if we can use his space at the coffee house to do some recording, I think that would be awesome. This shows the power of mobile. Like I can bring this arm and attach it to one of their tables at a booth while they're closed during a certain number of hours or something.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Maybe a little echoey, but it'll be, still a show.
Yeah, I mean, we can repair some of that.
Yeah.
So I got a long list of tiny items. So I'm just gonna start rocking through.
Why don't
Are you
just
done?
why don't you just start going through those tiny items?
Let me just rock through 'em.
Tiny items.
They're just tiny little items.
just little bitty ones.
So, when you're watching this, which is going to be the 13th, I think, 12th. The first video of All Staff went up 2 days ago. It did not that great. It didn't.
Nice.
It didn't do nearly as well as
Humility.
the one that's literally just audio. Like the All Staff episode 4 got 267 views.
Oh, I have something to add to that.
And for some, and then the all staff. I mean, it's only been 2 days, but it got like 6 views. It's like you can't count on this algorithm, man. I'm telling you.
So I was looking at, the all staff insights into the data, and I was looking to find, what videos were suggesting our video.
Uh-huh.
And let me just go ahead and provide some insight to you guys on the type of videos that's suggesting our video. Let me pull this up.
I feel like I would looked at some of this, but I'm curious to see.
Oh, come on, where is it?
It's in analytics, right?
Nice.
Oh, where is it? I found it the other day.
Is it audience?
Discovery. Okay, here we go. Top videos suggesting this video. All right, backroom casting couch.
What?
My husband's boss. World Series flasher. Public agent and check student. Sexiest girl alive.
This is not good.
Jerk off challenge.
Oh. Wait, this is YouTube?
This is YouTube's.
Are you kidding
Why are
me?
we?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Dude, that is so
I don't
funny.
I don't think we at Rixie condone those
Best funny
recommendations.
and hot teacher. Beautiful, sexy girl. Sexy Japanese girls.
Holy shit.
Well, now we know why we're not
video
getting much
2021.
Okay.
That's the last
we're
one
not
on
getting
the list.
we're not getting much retention, and now I can tell why.
Yeah, I think that's we're getting the degenerates.
Oh my gosh, dude, that is so funny. That is such like
I just noticed that the other day, and I just started laughing.
Well,
and
okay.
laughing.
So the tags that I use are not any of those tags for our keywords.
Well, obviously,
Yeah, come clean, Mace.
So-
are those the
Are
tags?
they,
or
Mace?
what?
No. I can read them to you if you want, but I use like whatever's popular on Disney Plus, like WandaVision's really big right now, so that's in the
bro.
tags.
Our top suggested video is, "Hi guys, I'm back. COVID-19 update."
Yes, I see that one. I'm looking at that.
And then the next one is, backroom casting couch. So what the
That's
fuck,
not good.
dude?
That's not good.
it's so weird. It's so weird.
The optics on this don't look too good, Ben.
No, they really don't.
And there's something
They
called
really don't.
the top one is the foreclosure story. Do you see that one?
Yeah, I don't get it. But that's another issue we can think about another time.
That is so funny.
I just thought
Yeah.
I'd bring it to you guys' attention that that's the kind of viewership that we're getting.
Yeah.
Hey, you viewers out there.
Do you think people are like, wait, this isn't what I didn't.
Wait
not
a
what
This
minute.
isn't what I came to YouTube for.
Like the 5th or 6th one down says Karen gone wild in phone store ! Dude, that is wild.
Oh,
no, yeah,
man.
no. Just to be
All right,
to be
well.
transparent, my keywords. I've been using WandaVision because that's really popular search. I've been using like Super Bowl commercials.
all of the things that we talk about on this show.
Well, dude, the idea is that those things are searched thousands of times, like every minute, and so I'm using things that I know people are searching at that time. But I'm not typing in like Karen gone wild in phone store, or
Kind of want to watch that now.
Oh, no.
The other stuff I could
No.
do without.
yeah. So, circling back here, the first all staff video did like no views, so that's great. So, whatever.
Good. Good. Great.
But yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep chugging, and that's fine. I mean, I didn't expect it to do any more than like 50 views, so we're essentially on course. Dan, we mentioned it. Luckily I listened to the last episode far in advance, and so Maddie and I went out on like Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it was, and put the thing in the mail, and the mic stand, the XLR,
Yeah.
and he
I
said
appreciate that.
he said it was supposed to be there Saturday, but I mean, dude, the storm.
He
It might be the storm.
lied.
I don't know,
That's a good point.
but
Your mailman is a liar.
the U.S. Postal Service is a liar.
They do their best.
They do what they can on the budget that they
Yeah,
have.
stick up for him.
I support the boys in blue.
back the
well,
USPS Blue.
different blue.
So hopefully that gets there tomorrow or the day after. The Frameform Season 2, I was not a part of the first meeting, but they're having another pre-production meeting on Wednesday, which I'm going to join because we're thinking about changing the music and we're thinking about doing like a dark mode of like a dark theme of the artwork for Season 2.
Yeah, that'd be cool. A little
Just like reversal
nice.
of colors.
yeah, reverse. Yeah, that'd look dope.
So that'll be cool. And then
That's cool.
something else I wanted to talk about. This is kind of a sore subject for me, but dude, the Daily Rec has not had a new episode in a month, and
Oh yeah.
you know, I don't know what to do because it's a lot of work, and
It is.
like I know that we need to make a statement on that RSS feed, like, hey, we know that we're not uploading.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do because it is our most popular show, and I want to feed the beast, but I can't find time right now, you know?
I get it.
What do you guys think we should do?
I was thinking about the Daily Rec the other day while I was driving home in the car. I was listening to last episode of this show. I was thinking, I was like, man, it's like I really got to record some recs. But then even like I got to be able to edit them too, so I got to figure some stuff out. And I mean, if it is something, I mean, we need to put out an announcement saying, hey, you know, we're taking a short break on this, but we will be back to it. I mean, that may be worth something, but I think we need to figure out what we want to do and a strategy we want to take going forward.
Yeah. I just the way that I want to do it, to be transparent to the people, if you did come from the Daily Rec and you're watching this show because of that, the way that I'd like to do it is to batch record like 6 months worth of episodes so that we only have to think about it twice a year.
Yeah.
And I know that's a big task, but 6 months times 4 weeks per month is 24 weeks times 5 episodes a week. So what's that offhand? 24 times 50.
120.
Or sorry, times 5. Yeah, 120.
120.
That's 120 episodes in 6 months.
Yeah,
So-
it's a lot.
You know, I'm
The biggest issue is in person right now.
It was a lot easier when we could get people into the studio and be like,
Literally
hey,
sit down before.
you know, why don't you
or
recommend
after
what
their
you're
session.
listening to or what you're
Yeah.
doing? Like,
yeah.
Mace, I don't know how you feel about this, but I would almost say because you're working on so many new things right now, maybe putting out a statement saying that, you know, once we're able to get back to in person,
yeah.
we're gonna just pick up where we left off, because I think it's an idea that will extend, past that point. I just don't think it's as feasible right now because not as many people. I think there are a lot of people around the world who do it, but I think not as many people in our immediate network are just recording themselves, at home. So
my
that's just me.
I agree. I completely agree with everything you guys are saying. My only the only thing that hurts me is that we haven't posted. Let's see the analytics here. Let me pull them up. Last 30 days, including today. So the last 30 days, we have had 2,800 downloads, and we haven't posted a single thing. That's what I have a problem with, is that we have this massive audience of people that, the 24th of January, we had 250 downloads in one day, and we didn't post a single thing. January 15th, 200 downloads in one day, didn't post anything.
Jeez.
Can I interject?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think there's probably two ways to look at that. I think one way is how you're looking at it, which I understand. You're like, wait, we gotta keep this thing moving. It's doing so well. But I think another way to look at that is even without posting, the content that you have pushed to
It's
create
sustaining.
is sustainable. Yeah, and it's like, okay, there's a huge back catalog of stuff that people can still really, gain from, really gain positivity from, and discover new recommendations. So that would be that'd be my take on it. But
And
I
we can
understand what
still
you're saying,
put
Mace.
out a statement saying, hey, we're working on a lot of projects or something along those lines, but we'll be back as soon as we can. Like, there's a large back catalog, like Tanner said, that people can catch up on. And people who are caught up on, I mean, that's awesome. We appreciate you for listening to the show, and we want to continue that show, but it is a lot of work, and we got to make sure that
Yeah.
we um, put different irons in different fires to see what is gonna click, and we have to throw spaghetti at the wall.
We got to throw some spaghetti at the wall,
You gotta
Mace.
throw the spaghetti at the wall, man.
You could just do for a while you did, reruns of greatest hits, if you will. Greatest hits records for Daily Rec.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Daily Recs have you put out? What is the number?
The Daily
Because I'm
Rec,
sure there's a
let's
lot.
see.
It's over 100.
268
Well over, yeah.
episodes.
See, it's almost a year's worth of
It's
content.
incredible.
Um,
I bet you if you replayed every single one,
but see, dude,
No.
people
we'd be doing Daily Recs again by the end of it.
the thing is, people don't want. They want new stuff.
They want fresh content.
Yeah.
I
I get it.
The top 10 has definitely changed since that last time. So the top 2 right now, the number 1 episode is is the podcast Office Ladies from Phil, the intern. He recommended that.
Phil.
It has 2,500 downloads.
Wow.
And then the second episode is Tyler Childers, which I think was Jan. That has 2,061 downloads. And then the third spot is our greatest hits episode of Tyler Childers
What?
with 600.
so funny.
So it's like
That's so.
I think first of all, we need to make a statement about we're doing other projects, and that's taking up a lot of our time, so we can't make them right now. But that does not mean that the show is necessarily canceled. It's more on a hiatus until we can figure things out.
Just totally understandable.
But I think moving forward, if we can pick a day or a couple days where myself, you guys, your spouses, like if we all did a bunch of recs, we could have a batch recording and we could have 3, 4, 5 months of episodes.
Yeah,
true.
I see what you're saying, but also the whole premise was behind the Daily Rec was to get other people's recommendations, not just ours.
Also true.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's just,
and we've been recommending stuff for so long, like when are we going to run dry of recommendations?
Honestly, I'm thinking of things that I can recommend right now, and I have 2 things written down.
yeah, we need at some point.
But I could definitely get my fiance Maddie May on this. I think she'd be down to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we could come up with things like that, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't. I'm just saying, the premise behind the Daily Rec, it was like ordinary people or like, artists that we've been featuring and like what they recommend, not just like, Mason, you said it yourself, you were tired of hearing your own voice. I mean,
Yeah, well, dude, I did like I probably did like 75, 80 recs in 2020. Like maybe more.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
And I did probably close to like 40 or 50.
Yeah, I mean,
I did not do
I
that
have
many.
things to recommend. I always do. I find new things every day. But
Yeah.
But I always thought it was like, let's get other people to recommend what they're doing, what they're listening to. Like that, I thought that was kind of part of it.
yeah, I mean it is, but the thing is like 2020 was a hellhole And so we
Yeah.
couldn't, usually we would have an artist do 5 recs or a new podcast do 5 recs. Like when Frameform launched in August, um, they did 3 weeks of recs, and that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like we
Yeah.
don't have a Frameform every 3 months, you know?
Okay. So I think you're formulating your statement right now. I feel like, just give us a blueprint of that statement, if you will, just for the people to
Yeah.
hear.
All in all, the Daily Rec is on a break right now, and we're working towards figuring out a better way to do it. Plain and simple. So we will be making a statement, hopefully within the next week or two, to update the listeners. So, but yeah, that's what I had. That was kind of the big knot in my stomach about the Daily Rec. It's too bad. It's just it's a ton of work, but we'll figure it out.
Dude, it's totally understandable. It's still going to be a great idea to take up when we have in-person stuff happening again, which hopefully will be soon.
Well, maybe if we could kind of give it the debuff treatment and think of a way to revitalize it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people like the
Yeah.
way it is.
Short form, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, maybe not the same way, but just some way to strategize to make it a little different, a little more interesting or something, Any way we can try to improve it in the whole process too. Because that's just gonna make it more listenable. You know what I mean?
It's a very good point.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that I think it could be the first show that has ads on it.
Yeah. And the wheel works well.
That's good.
But why don't we add like, I don't know, some fucking spinner rims on it or something?
But what? But you know what I'm saying? Like right now,
yeah,
it's a ton
but that's
of work.
where we have to find out. Yeah,
Let's brainstorm that. What does that mean?
we're gonna have to strategize.
What are
that.
the rims that you're referring to?
I don't know, and that's the thing. I need to talk to you guys to figure that out.
Yeah.
Dude, talk to me.
I don't know.
I mean, debuff. I mean, upgraded. I mean,
It did.
there's nothing wrong with what Steve was doing. It was great stuff. But when you guys started getting together, it vibed.
Okay, so a big reason that Debuff was able to upgrade is because Mason and Steve and Sean they're kind of bubbling together.
Yeah.
Which is obviously an issue. But maybe if we took the same idea and each one of us actually called people like I did for our week of Black creators during Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could go maybe down that road again. I thought that was super. It was super fun to get to talk to some of my buddies about that. But it's tough. It's a tough puzzle without in person.
The thing is, Dan, is that I think the show works in its current form.
It does work.
It's that
It does.
It's that I don't want to add anything. I want to make it more streamlined because it's a lot of work. That's really what it is. That's why we're not adding new episodes right now because like I did like 30 recs in a row and I'm like, dude, I can't do this right now. Like it's a full-time job every week.
Yeah.
On top of editing other things and having a legitimate full-time job that actually pays. And so like end all we have to figure out how to do it because I think the only way moving forward, and this is what we talked about with Feed the Jar, was we need to condense the recording operation so that it doesn't take up so much of our time. So when we do recs, we do 10, we do 20 each so that we actually have like a month's worth or a couple months worth. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
No, I get it. And that makes sense. I mean, that's what we kind of did to start.
Yeah, to start, we had like 2 months worth of episodes, and then we did it again, and we had 3 months worth of episodes. And we even talked about this like in the middle of 2020, where we were like, let's sit down in December and do the whole year. And we thought like maybe COVID would be better, and it wasn't, and so we couldn't do it. But like that, I think, is how you produce the show, is doing large batch recordings. So, but we don't have to talk about that anymore. Just wanted to bring that up.
On a lighter note, the Bandcamp is up and running. I know we're just about at time. I just want to throw that in there. Yeah, if you guys can help me share that, that'd be super cool. I'll share it on my social media. You guys, if you take a look at it, all of our music is up there of artists that I've spoken to about obviously sharing their music on Bandcamp, which I'm super excited about. I still have some work to do on it, but it's a work in progress, which is a nice thing to, it's like a rebirth of some of that music, I think.
Is there a URL?
Yeah, it's rixierecords.bandcamp.com. Thank you for asking, because I would not have mentioned that.
It was in the link of the last episode, and it will also be in the link to this episode in the description.
And again, guys, if anybody out there, you have any music you're trying to put out, you have any podcast ideas, please feel free to email us. That's Mason, Tanner, or Dan at Rixie.co. We would love to field your thoughts and listen to what you guys think. We don't do this just for us. We do this. Well, we do it for us, but we also do it for everybody around us and all the awesome artists that we have. And we want to help bring in some more awesome artists,
Yeah.
Yep.
Music or podcasts. If you've got music you want to release, we will release it for you. If you want to create a show.
For real, if you just want to email me about an idea you're having.
If you just want to chat,
I'm going to read it.
Just to, if you're having a bad day and, you need someone to talk to, we're here for you. We're here for you.
We're here.
All right, Mason, take us out.
All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for listening. If you want to keep up with all things Rixie on Instagram, that is rixey.co, which is linked in the description. And if you just want to check out the website and all the stuff that we produce, that is rixey.co as well, www.rixey.co. All right, y'all. Good talk, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Peace.
All Staff is a production of Rixie, edited and mixed by myself, Daniel Walker, and Tanner Carlton. If you want to keep up with all things Rixie, follow us on Instagram at rixey.co. That's rixey.co. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review and rate the show. It really helps out.